Hi guys, hope you're well. Welcome to DOdaily. It's Des here. Who's ready for some Monday motivation? Who's ready to get the week off to an absolute flyer? I'm out and about, just completed a 3-mile walk, making sure I never miss a Monday, making the most of the last bit of daylight. Of course, it's darkening quickly at the moment, and at the end of the week, the clocks change. So I was enjoying the sunset and also thinking about why we should make the most of everything we've got right now instead of waiting. Of course, we can plan and prepare, but we never know what's going to happen. So with more about that and what I've been up to over the weekend and what we've got in store for the rest of the week, I'll be back shortly. A few shots of the skies darkening over the River Trent there. Of course, a place I get around a lot, somewhere I really enjoy and can process my thoughts. I used it to round off last week and wake up to walk, and I was out there again. Come in, obviously it is a little bit too dark now, but a really important walk this evening. Realised the day was starting to slip away from me a little bit after an absolutely amazing weekend where I've had so many things to make the most of, to enjoy, to work hard at, but also to enjoy. I've been feeling really tired, and it'd be easy on a Monday. We all have that Monday morning feeling occasionally. It would be easy just to sort of write off the day and try and bring myself around, but having had a little nap this afternoon, it was important for me to get 1 or 2 jobs done and get out before the actual darkness fell. And that was the reason I said there that we sometimes we have to do what we do here and now. This time next week, when those clocks have changed, it'll be dark even earlier, and I wouldn't have had that opportunity. And sometimes what we do, almost waiting for a better opportunity, waiting for a better day, we lose that sort of good feeling and spirit about what we're doing there and then, right in the present. We've got to make the most of the daylight. I'm a big believer in sort of getting as much as we can throughout doing DOdaily. In the last 18 months, I spoke about sort of blue light a lot and how much it helps to sort of wake us up and get us going, then ultimately helps us sleep in the evening. So it was important for me to get out there while there was just that little bit to cling on to. And also, I got a good walk in, I got in my activity, got in exercise, took a few pictures, processed everything, like I say, and feel really good about it. And I just felt that was really important today after that amazing weekend. Done lots of things that make me feel really good and positive. Lots of things to be proud of, whilst in the bigger picture of everything, there might be small, or relatively small to other people. To me, the things I can be extremely proud of. We've hosted a fundraising event again, raised another few quid for the DFib campaign. Managed to sponsor a local football match, through Do Running, and also gave a lot back. The fundraiser itself is, of course, giving back, but was at Park Run on Saturday morning with a team from Do Running. I'd put that together to get the guys taking over the roster, taking over the Park Run, looking after all the guys who are out there running. Of course, collectively, we're giving something back. I was the run director, which was a little bit nerve-wracking, but again, getting out of my comfort zone to really enjoy something, to really take a lot from it. Something that's given me so much, and it really has. It was a major part in me getting into running, and taking it that step further. So it's important to give back. But what that did is set me up for the weekend, set me up for everything else. I had an amazing day on Saturday. I've already mentioned that the football match, but we had a great time there. And like I say, whilst it's relatively small in the big wide world, to me, it was massively important. Football's a real passion. Being able to, again, we're giving something back to sort of grassroots football, and supporting that, perfectly aligns with a lot of the things I do through Do Running, and trying to create a community interest company. but then we was able to enjoy it as well, so we're getting the best of both worlds there, but what I had to do, whilst there's so much going on right now, and again, going back to that point about enjoying the present, it's great to plan and prepare. You have to keep working hard to make things happen. That's what I feel has happened over this weekend, all the things I've worked hard at. But sometimes you can just forget. It can become a little bit of a labour of love. You almost want it to happen, so it's out of the way, so you can rest, so you can go to the next thing. But what we have to do is really, really make the most of the things as they're happening at the time. It created an epic weekend. It created I was burning the candle at both ends, but I had to make the most of it. Otherwise, there's no point doing these things sometimes. There's no point working so hard if you're just going to let it pass you by without really taking it in. I did that, got up, did the fundraiser on Sunday again. A little bit worse for wear, if I'm honest. But if we can't enjoy ourselves at the weekend, when can we? Got up on Sunday, a whole day, stood outside, putting together the effort from the Do Running guys, running a certain distance to raise money on a treadmill, and again, just highlighting what we are as a community interest company, working hard at that side of it, trying to showcase Do Running, the effort, the fundraising, and also get the guys involved. And it's all about giving something, and when you can do that, it's absolutely amazing, isn't it? I asked on Thursday Thoughts last week the question, the throwback question, what do you enjoy volunteering to do? And I thought it'd be great to relate into that this weekend, because a lot of what I do is about supporting others. I don't want to take this the wrong way, but I don't get massive financial rewards from what I do, but I get massive amounts, huge amounts of personal satisfaction. And sometimes people will question why I do it and why I don't do this or why I do this, but that's up to them, isn't it? I know what I get from it. I know how much I take from it, and how it impacts others. And when I can take that away from a brilliant weekend, as well as my own enjoyment, as well as raising a few quid, as well as supporting other great causes and organisations, I'm not sure there's much more you can do in one weekend. So it was about really, really making the most of it, enjoying it. But what that's done, whilst I have been really tired today, it's also made me realise that when the darkness started to fall this evening, that I had to get out there and get back on it. Because if I hadn't have done some of the things, nobody would have even questioned me. I say this a lot to people around me, because if you don't do it, nothing happens. There's nothing to question. If you do it and people are questioning you, so be it. You're giving them reason to talk. But what you have to do, more importantly than all that, is work hard to create that next amazing occasion. And I've got plenty of those coming up. Must sound like a stuck record now, just rolling from one day to another with more exciting plans and more things to do. Got a little bit of a very, very mini break this weekend myself, going away to watch a football match and away for the night in London. Something I enjoy doing. So whilst there's a lot of travel, more arrangements and organisation going into that, it's something where I can just slow it down a bit and do it at my pace. But it's a usual week in store on DOdaily and through the Do Running community. Of course, after Monday motivation, we're going to the Tuesday training. I'd love you to get out there today, even if it is dark, even if it's a walk around the block, or even just some activity inside. Get some activity in, make sure you never miss a Monday, get that adrenaline and endorphins flowing, to feel good about starting the week in the right frame of mind. It always works. Tomorrow we have Tuesday training where we look to build on that, a virtual or in-person offering at 6 o'clock where people come together to take part in whatever activity they choose. I try through the Do Running social media, try to put all that together so people have that little bit of accountability and almost feel like they're working part of a team. When that happens, on top of the way you might have started the week, it all builds from there. Wednesday, we've got the Wednesday workout again. just pushing it that extra day, you know, making sure we keep attacking it. Sometimes on a Wednesday, things can creep up on us, you know, midweek, the positivity from the start of the week might start to wane, or hopefully you'll be going the other way by following these daily motivations. Thursday thoughts, where you get to ask me any questions, whatever's on your mind, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. You know, I'd love to sort of try and relate it into the things I do and try and put a positive slant and create some enthusiasm around it. And then we finish the week, we wake up to walk. I'll definitely be looking to get back on that Robin Hood way this week. Looking to get that finished off in the next couple of weeks. And whilst I mentioned walking around the Trent and check back on Friday's episode, you know, there's so much to take from that. You know, I love the challenge of getting up there, you know, getting a few more miles in, seeing something different, you know, and that's all it's about, isn't it? It's about life's an experience, you know, and we only get one go at it. I don't want to kind of get a bit morbid on this by the end of it, but we only get one chance at this, you know. I've got a few situations which are going to sort of hold me in my stride a little bit, you know, and so they should. A couple of sad things have happened in the past few months. I've got a funeral to attend next week, and I'll be reflective and thinking about that. So this week, you know, I've got to be positive. The person that was, you know, is really supportive of what I do and wouldn't want me to be any different. So really sort of looking forward to carrying on this wave of enthusiasm, you know, and being in the right frame of mind to deal with that next week, you know. And all we can do is keep working at the present, you know. If we look too far ahead, you know, we can forget about what we're doing, you know. And when we're not feeling fantastic, when we're not feeling great, you know, I'm feeling amazing right now, but I know from previous experience, when you're not feeling great, you have to take it one day at a time. It's what they always tell people with addiction, you know, one day at a time, you know, and almost when you're not feeling great, it becomes a bit of an addiction, doesn't it? You almost tell yourself that you're not going to feel better, you can't feel better, you won't feel better, you know. But the reality is there's always light at the end of the tunnel, and there's always chance to make the absolute most of it. All you have to do is make the most of what you're doing right now. Be positive, be enthusiastic, attack the week. You know, if I'd not got out earlier this evening, I'd have been a little bit, oh God, I've not done it, you know, and then I don't want to be taking that into Tuesday. I've got a lot of determination and drive to do the things I do, so I tend not to get too low anymore. But when I still need to be on top form to keep it going, you know, otherwise I feel it quickly slipping away. You know, fortunately, there's lots in place to stop me getting to that point, like I say, but the best I can, I'll give it my best shot, you know, keep going, keep working hard, keep enjoying the moment, keep looking forward to the future, you know, and keep learning from the past. You know, there's no harm in looking back. I spoke about that in the last few weeks. You know, we have to sort of savor every moment. You know, I've already spoke about the fact I'll be attending a funeral. You know, we only get one go at life. You know, all we need to do is get to the end of each week, you know, end of each month, end of each year, end of every situation we do, you know, the next situation, the next experience, the next night out, the next run, whatever you're going to go and do, and feel like you've enjoyed it. And if you have, all those small wins build up, and like for me over the weekend, they become slightly bigger wins. You know, I have said in the grand scheme of things, not huge, but slightly bigger, and in my world, absolutely amazing. Once again, guys, feeling really, really good. I want you guys to sort of feel the same. Have an amazing week. Tune into what we do. Hopefully, there's just a few words of encouragement there. You know, it's just real, hopefully relatable stuff. Just a normal person sat here enjoying normal things, and when the nice things happen, you know, really, really appreciating them. And when we can do that, that's all that matters. Please like, share, subscribe, you know, tag anybody you think might be interested. Get me up to 200, you know, I'm getting a lot of stick from certain quarters about this, you know, so whilst it's not overly important, it's a small win. You know, it's something to aim at. Working on a lot of targets. Again, I'll check in with those on Thursday. So stay tuned. Do all those things I've just said. See you tomorrow. Just doing it.